Today marks a defining moment in our collective journey as a state. Plateau is undergoing a period of renewal, guided by Its Excellency's 2023 to 2027 Strategic Development Framework, which outlines a bold agenda for infrastructural modernization, economic revitalization, institutional reform, and inclusive growth. This framework places strong emphasis on leveraging partnerships, innovation, and private capital as critical tools for delivering sustainable development. This new direction is already visible. His Excellency has approved the commenced the construction and rehabilitation of about 670 kilometers asphalt road across Plateau State, representing one of the most ambitious road infrastructure expansion in our history as a state. These roads are not just transportation corridors, but are strategic economic pillars that support tourism, agriculture, trade, security, and rural accessibility. In line with this strategic blueprint, the government has also initiated the redevelopment of Hill Station Hostel under a public-private partnership arrangement. This iconic facility is being transformed into a modern hospitality and tourism hub capable of attracting local and international visitors, creating jobs and strengthening Plateau's position as Nigeria's tourism capital. PPPs unlock private sector innovation, expand financial options, and enable more efficient and sustainable service delivery. To institutionalize this new development model, Plateau has strengthened its PPP ecosystem, which the establishment and operationalism of the Plateau State Infrastructure Promotion and Regulatory Agency, PIPRA. This agency is mandated to coordinate, promote, and regulate all PPP and infrastructure-related activities across the state. It ensures transparency, competitiveness, due process, and value for money in all PPP transactions, while supporting MDAs in project identification, feasibility evaluation, procurement, and contract management. Under SABER program, Plateau State is also required to establish a robust, functional, long-term PPP framework which aligns seamlessly with PIPRA's mandate and with His Excellency's Strategic Development Framework.
This training is for specifically to address delivery leak indicator 3 in our SABER program, that is the State Action on Business Enabling Environment. The World Bank is interested in public-private partnership being operational in every state. And we are doing this in the state to address two issues. One, we've had the law establishing PPP in Plateau State passed in 2017, but that has not been operational. The department has been ineffective. That's number one. Number two, we have lots of projects or facilities that we could enter into public-private partnership with the private sector, but we are unable to do that simply because we have not addressed the issue of capacity. So we are doing this 5-day training to address, the shortfall in capacity of our people. We want to build the capacity of our people to be able to handle public-private partnership projects. Having the law is one thing, and making it operational is another. And PPP is a knowledge-based enterprise. You need to get knowledge in order to run public-private partnership. So for Plateau State, I can tell you that the governor is interested, more than interested, because when he came in, we discovered that is the way to go. That is why you find projects like the Jos Hill Station Hotel and the Jos Plateau Hotel that have been concession on PPP basis. But we need to capacitate our staff, our civil servants, to be able to handle those kind of projects very well. There are several other projects the state government will want to enter into PPP relationship with the private sector, but we cannot do that completely because we don't have the capacity. That's why we're doing this. So after this training, both in the MDAs and in the PPP directorate itself, we'll be able to have capacity to run PPP projects.
PPP is an important part of every governance, and it's a way to development and growth in the society. So basically our expectations is more of practical aspects of PPP, because I'm sure we've heard so much of the theory part. So we're expecting that we'll broaden our understanding on the practical aspect of PPP, and eventually at the end of the day, we will all do better so to ensure that development is achieved in the state. We have a law, actually, the PPP law of 2017, and basically I would say we've just been reading the theoretical part of the law. We've seen it, but the practical aspect, I would say, is really missing. So we look forward to seeing how we can achieve the practical aspect of PPP in the state.
The state of Bureau Public Procurement is that we award letters of awards letters to contractors. We issue out certificate of no objections. We also issue out certificate of payment in terms of projects. Whenever the government issue out, they are about to issue a contract to contractors. They normally apply to us so that we supervise the project before completing the payments of any contracts in the state.